Welcome everyone to Think Tank Thursday from CafeFuel, the 9-step system that will show you everything you need to know to grow your restaurant through the internet. My name is Brian Devine, and today we are talking about bringing your customers back. Now, let's put this slide up here to give a little context. Let me see if I can make that bigger. So there we go. So here we are at the top where it says floodgates. This is where it starts to get really fun, because if you have built your foundation, you have put the fuel on top of that foundation, now you just get to open up those floodgates and start really having a great time bringing new people, or actually bringing people back. And that is where it gets really, really fun and really interesting. So why are we talking about this? Well, it's because I say this all the time, but when you are thinking about growing your restaurant, I want you to consider spending as much money as you can possibly afford to bring them in for the first time. That first time visit, spend whatever you can to get them to show up. And then, obviously, we want you to create such a great, fantastic, wonderful experience that they'll want to come back, so that when you remind them to come back, it's easy and you can spend as little as possible. So think of it as kind of pushing that proverbial rock uphill. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of energy, and you've got to work to get that uphill. But once you've gotten there, then you just give it a little push and we'll roll downhill beautifully, okay? So that is what this is about, is finding ways to bring them back. And it is so easy when you create a list. Build your list. I know, I say it all the time, but it is that important. So when you have a list, when you can just press a button and send out a message to 1,000 or more people and say, here's what we're doing tonight. We'd love to have you come in. And you don't even have to give them a discount, a special, nothing. Just, here's what we're doing tonight. We'd love to have you. Or here's an event. Or here's the special for the day. And, we'd love to have you enjoy it with us. They will flood your restaurant, I promise you, but you have to have that list. So if you haven't taken the time and effort to build it in the first place, then there's no easy way to bring them back, right? We talk about bounce back coupons and all these other things, but here's the thing. Even a bounce back coupon, if you can just press a button and have it go straight to their cell phone, that's a whole lot easier and cheaper and much more effective. And it's so easy to track so that you know that it worked. Okay. So that is why you have to build a list and not just do sort of the one and done marketing effort where you're like, we do this big push and we get all these people to come in and then you have none of their information. And so if you want them to come back, you have to do the big push again. And that is expensive. It is time consuming and it doesn't always work. Right? That's the worst part, right? So if you do a really great job and you've got everything lined up to get people to come to your event or whatever it is that you're going to drive people to, sometimes it doesn't work and they don't show up. But if you have had a couple of successful events and you took the time to build your list through that process, and it can all be automated. I'm not talking about like walking around and saying, how was your meal? And then getting them to fill out a form. This is all automated these days. You don't have to do that anymore. We can just put them on a list automatically. And then as long as they agree to get your information, they're going to get it. And we always make it so that it's super easy for them to say stop so that you'll be all in compliance. You don't have to worry about spam problems or anything like that because you will be following all the rules. It is really simple these days. So why do we want to do this? Because we want you to be able to get people to come back as inexpensively as possible. And that means you want to have either a list on your mobile phone list, or you want to have an email list, or you want to have a Facebook Messenger list, or the best of all worlds, all three. Now, you might be in a market where Facebook Messenger is not very powerful and there's no reason to do that, so don't. But text message marketing is still extremely powerful. It is very effective and it is very inexpensive. And there's nothing better than waking up in the morning and saying, you know what? I want people to come in for this great event that I just thought of this morning. And then you type it all out, you set it up to send it at, let's say, 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and boom, you've got plenty of people coming in to make everything great in your restaurant. Okay, so that's what I want for you. So if there's any questions, anything we do to support you, we are here to do that. And I look forward to seeing you next time on Think Tank Thursday from CafeFuel. That's it for me. Bye for now.